What's up, people? Jill's back in the building. You heard me here to talk about the Vikings loss. I apologize, and also the win against the Seahawks. I'm not gonna be long at all, but the Vikings did lose to the Saints. Did lose to the Vikings last week by a score of I believe it was 28-25. The Saints had a chance to kick the field goal, to tie it up and go into overtime, but Will Lutz wound up missing the kick. That dunked right off, So I seen a lot of a lot of growth as far as the offense. The offense was starting very slow lately. Andy Dalton looked very good out there last weekend. I think it translated pretty decently to this game. There was a lot of still offs and ons, but like I said, the Vikings got their win, and I tip their hat to them. Even though I don't like the Vikings, I do tip the hat to the team itself, not the fans, the team. So congratulations to them. And now we're moving on to this game against the Seattle Seahawks, where the Saints survived the Seattle Seahawks and outscored them 39-32. And like I say, the game was pretty sloppy, if I'm being honest with you, right? But like I say, I'm just happy that we was able to come out with the W because we needed it. We could not afford to go 1-4, and then expect, to continue, to dig ourselves out that hole. You needed this win as bad as anything. And like I say, you don't want to hit the panic button, but the way you don't hit the panic button, it's about getting your first W, and I'm happy they was able to do that. Now the Saints are just one game away from getting back to 500. They got Cincinnati next week, so we're going to have to see what happens, what they're going to do. Just go from there. I say shout out to Taysom Hill. He was Mr. Everything today, right? And that's why you keep a player like Taysom Hill on your team, right? Because he can do a little bit of everything. I say, I believe he had a forced fumble. He had, I think, 3 rushing touchdowns. I think passing touchdown. Taysom Hill did it all today, and like I said, I was highly impressed by that. Andy Dalton had another decent day-to-day. He did throw an INT, but he also threw a pass touchdown. Unfortunately, Chris Olave got hurt. He had a head injury. Disappointed about that, man. Because like I see, you have a special player in the making. Unfortunately, the situation, if you look at the roster of the offense now, I think it was just like last year, right? Michael Thomas, Jarvis Landry, and Chris Olave are all out for it. So now that we know it. Like I say, a good thing that we got this W. Like I said, we can see what happens next week. Hopefully, we get some of our star players back. I say, man, it finally looking like the offense is slowly, starting to find a mojo. So all we gotta hope, is that things, continue to, continue to go that way. That this team can find their offense. I mean, that this offense can find a mojo. Run the ball. I was highly impressed with Alvin Kamara today. That's what you do. You utilize the man, that is the best player on your team down there, Alvin Kamara and Taysom Hill. The OGs of the team held it down today, right? So you use what you got, man. Alvin Kamara, right? Like I said, he was running that ball. I think he had over 100 yards today. Every time he touched the ball, he was getting at least 5 to 10, So you need to continue to do that. And I'm starting to look at this new Saints team. This new Saints team, I believe that the identity is being a run team. I'm starting to realize that the more games I watch, right? Of course, we all know that basic football 101, right? A running game is a pass game's best friend, because if you can get the run game going, it opens up the pass game for you. So I believe I believe that once the Saints figure out that their identity is running, I think that they're going to be able to run that offense a little more smoothly. I've been highly impressed with Andy Dalton as a late, right? Like I say, my thoughts on Jameis. Like I said, I just think that Jameis is hurt. I was mad at him in the beginning and kind of frustrated, but I do believe, because he was hurt, his leg been a little sloppy. But if you have, if you have an opportunity, to ride the wave right now, for the time being, I would say go with Andy Dalton, let Jameis heal up. You go with Andy Dalton, to Jameis fully heal up, and if you want to come back out and put Jameis out there, that's up to the coaches, Whoever's out there, I'm like this, whoever's out there, I'm rooting for them, As long as they get those dubs, man. Because, in the NFL, it's not like college, right? You don't have to dominate, the game. You just have to get the W. Because it gives you opportunity to better figure out your things, and fight another day. The more losses you have, the harder it is to come up with that first win. But if you look at it in reverse, right, the more the more wins you have, it's kind of contagious. You want to keep winning, and you find ways to win. So hopefully the Saints can kind of flip that script and, try to get another win next week against Cincinnati, man. But it's your boy LGS, man. Word of mouth still going hard. Y'all let me, man, like and subscribe if you like this video. If you're new to it, you heard me. Y'all be easy.